Something strange is happening in America right now. Everywhere you look, people are talking about a booming economy. Record stock prices, record spending, record profits. But beneath all that noise, a quiet slowdown is creeping in. One that could change the way Americans live, work, and save. Because while some charts look good on paper, others are painting a completely different picture. People are still buying, but many are buying with debt. Jobs are still available, but paychecks aren't stretching as far as they used to. And while the headlines celebrate growth, everyday Americans are starting to feel something different. The invisible pressure of rising costs, hidden inflation, and slowing demand. It's not a crisis yet, but it's a wake-up call that something deeper might be brewing beneath the surface. You see, the U.S. economy isn't built on one big thing. It is built on millions of small moments. A family deciding to skip eating out, a business delaying new hires, a worker cutting back on overtime. These moments add up, and they reveal the truth behind the numbers. Economists call it a confidence cycle. When people believe the economy is strong, they spend more, invest more, take more chances. But when that confidence starts to fade, even a little, it spreads quietly. And right now, that quiet shift is starting to show. Credit card balances are at record highs. Savings accounts, which grew during the pandemic, are now at their lowest levels in years. Home sales have slowed down. And even though unemployment remains low, many companies have quietly paused raises or reduced hours to manage costs. It's not panic, it's preparation. But here's the twist. This slowdown isn't all bad news. It's revealing something powerful about the U.S. economy: resilience. Despite the challenges, innovation hasn't stopped. Small businesses are finding creative ways to survive. New technologies like AI and automation are helping companies do more with less. And while big corporations are tightening budgets, the startup world is buzzing with new ideas that could lead the next growth wave. It's like the economy is holding its breath, waiting for the next chapter to begin. History shows that every slowdown also creates opportunities for new industries, for smarter investments, and for people who see beyond the fear. So what's really behind this hidden slowdown? It's not just inflation, interest rates, or politics. It's a mix of all three, plus something deeper, a change in how Americans think about money. The pandemic taught people that life can shift overnight. That experience changed habits: more saving, less impulse spending, more focus on stability. It's not just consumers, even businesses are moving differently. Many companies are now prioritizing long-term planning over quick profits. That's slowing down short-term numbers but potentially setting up the foundation for more sustainable growth in the years ahead. Still, the short-term pain is real. Grocery bills remain high, rents have soared in major cities, and car payments are hitting records. Americans are adjusting, cutting costs, picking up side hustles, and looking for new ways to stay ahead. This adaptation is part of what makes the U.S. economy so unique. It bends, but rarely breaks. Even when things slow down, creativity kicks in. In many ways, what's happening now feels like a reset, a recalibration between spending, saving, and surviving. And that's why experts say this moment isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because the biggest danger isn't the slowdown itself. It's ignoring the signs. When you look past the headlines, you see a story of transformation, not collapse. The economy is shifting from a sprint to a marathon, from fast money to smart money. The American dream is evolving, and this is the moment where people decide whether they'll adapt or get left behind. For some, this means learning new skills, exploring digital opportunities, or rethinking financial habits. For others, it's about being ready when the next growth wave begins. Because history is clear. Every economic slowdown eventually leads to a comeback. The question is, who will be ready for it? Think about it. From the Great Recession to the pandemic crash, every downturn has produced the next wave of success stories. The people who paid attention early didn't panic. They prepared. They invested wisely, they learned, they adapted. And when the economy bounced back, they were the first to rise. Right now, America might be in one of those moments again. A time when everything looks uncertain, but opportunity is quietly being built behind the scenes. Because if there's one thing you can bet on, it's the American ability to turn pressure into progress. So yes, the slowdown is real. The signs are there: slower growth, tighter budgets, and rising costs. But the story isn't about fear. It's about resilience, evolution, and awareness. The hidden weaknesses in the system are not signals of collapse. They're reminders that economies, like people, need to pause, reset, and grow stronger. This isn't the end of progress. It might just be the beginning of a smarter, more balanced era. So before you scroll past another headline saying crisis, remember, sometimes slowing down is the only way to move forward stronger. And maybe that's the real message of this moment: America isn't falling behind, it is adapting. The question is, will we notice the shift before it's too late? Because what's happening now could define the next decade, not as an age of decline, but as the start of something entirely new. Stay curious, stay prepared, and keep watching, because this story is still being written.